What's going on, you guys? Welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog with a spoiler talk review for Joker. First of all, if you haven't seen Joker, don't watch this. Go see it, then come back, watch this video so we can get down to the nitty gritty down in the comments. I'm not gonna go. I swear this is definitely not a one take review because I think I've done this 3 times now. I did one that was like 28 minutes, one that was 45 minutes, and I got on live for a little bit and was talking about it. It's like none of those worked out, so I said I'm trying to, because every time I do this, I just go and talk about the entire movie, and I just think like I need to cut it down. So I'm gonna talk about the stuff I like, even though I like the entire movie. I'm just gonna try to like pick out some stuff, some highlights from it, you know what I'm saying, and get into that. But like, first thing I want to talk about is like the first 5 minutes of the movie. That's what actually got me good. After he got jumped by the kids, he's laying in the ditch and he's like battered and, you know what I'm saying, bruised and just like in like a fetal position. And then the score kicks in. I say, oh yeah, I like where we're going. Now I like this feeling. Like it's like this. It's an uneasy feeling. Don't get me wrong. And I wasn't as disturbed as most people seem to be when like certain violence happened. I laughed a lot during this movie, and I think in certain times violence makes me laugh. I'm not like unless something's like gory, I'm not gonna get like fidgety or anything like that. It doesn't really bother me. It's like it was funny because it's like it's the joke. I look at it as like yes, I ain't gonna say it was funny, but like it made me happy because I was seeing the Joker do Joker things. And I think the moment when he becomes the Joker is probably when he first put on the face paint. It's after he leaves Beast's house and we find out listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not great at catching things in movies. I know it like be like sort of hints and stuff like that. Another thing I think somebody pointed out to me is like if they would have had the relationship with like him and Beast around too much, you would have realized that nobody else was actually talking to her. And I'm like, okay, so this, you know what I'm saying? That's why I never actually caught it, you know, until she walked in the house and she was like, aren't you in the wrong apartment? Aren't you Arthur from down the hall? I'm like, wait a minute. She don't know this nigga? I'm like, oh, that was all in his head. Excuse me. I'm like, oh my God, it's all in his head. So she was never, I was like, oh, then now you're starting to think about, first of all, he's off his med. Secondly, that relationship he thought he had was one of the things that was like keeping him together. And then when he came to the realization that like, yo, that's not real, it's not. Did he kill her or did he not? Reason that there's 2 different points about it. One, you say he did because like there's a time where like you hear the ambulance and you hear sirens and stuff. You think like, hey, maybe they might have been going to his apartment to kill her. The ambulance might have been going to her apartment to like, you know what I'm saying, see about her. I'm thinking like, or it might have been so gruesome that like Todd Phillips wanted to do it off screen because I'm like maybe he kills her and the little kid. But there's the reason I thought like maybe he didn't kill her because he didn't kill people who didn't do anything to him. Murray did something to him. The 3 guys on the subway did something to him. Randall did something to him. You see, he let Gary go. You know, the short guy. Like he let him go because they're like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You was one of the few people who was actually nice to me. And like the scene where, oh my God, I absolutely love that scene where he's standing. Just that whole scene is just perfect, people. When he's like, I heard your mom died already, I need to come check on you. Oh no, I feel great. I felt this great. Like he is just like his whole demeanor, everything changes always. Like because before you see him walking up the steps, he just slumped over and you know, he's just not all there. But then when he becomes a Joker, like he has this confidence about himself. He just, you know, like it's all there. And so when he kills Rhonda in the most savage way, I loved it. I said, that's what I want. That's what I've been waiting for. The gun stuff was cool. Yeah, I thought that was great. But like the way he killed Rhonda, I'm like, yeah. But like to be fair, Joker is a gun person. He's definitely a gun person. I'm happy that they used the revolver because I've never seen Joker carry a Glock. You know what I'm saying? If I see Joker shoot somebody, it's most of the time, every time I can remember, it was like a revolver or something like that. So when he kills him and then he lets Gary. I did he scares him one time. I said that's so Joker. Like everything he's doing now. And then he goes to the step and he's dancing. I said he's him now. And a lot of people. And I know I skipped like a lot of things, but like like I said, I want to shorten it up because I think a lot of people were turned off by him killing the guys on the subway, and that didn't like. I was so fine with that. Like I didn't never understood like why everybody. I didn't understand the violence that people were talking about. Like, oh, this is a very. I'm like, I just saw some people get shot, and like it's real. It seems. I think again. It's like, oh, it seems realistic. Like this seems like it could happen. Like the people get shot the way they did. Like that seems realistic. You know, it's not like nothing's drastic or like nobody's dodging bullets or anything. Like no, he's popping that. So I'm like, but that doesn't bother me. It's like the guys on the subway were assholes. They literally beat him up for nothing, and he defended himself by shooting them. And so now it's a bad thing. Oh, now he's a bad guy. Oh, don't get me wrong, he was bad, but like shit, if somebody beat you up and you end up shooting them, like they was harassing a girl, I'm sorry, I didn't feel sorry for her. I was happy. Like I was happy, but I was just like, please. I'm like, yeah, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? And then when he got his first confidence, another thing that I love is like he didn't go to the bathroom. It was like sad after he killed his first body. He was like at ease. He's like, yeah, I can do this. Like this is me. I'm not bothered. Him killing his mother though. His adopted mother. But like she caused so much for him. Lied to him for so long. Because things weren't right with her and like she kinda like put it on him and like had him thinking so many different things, knowing he's not right, and like it wasn't right. Like so when he killed her, I was just like, and he just stood and looked out the window like it was fantastic. Him always killing Alfred and choking him out because I felt worried for Alfred for a minute. I'm like, it's Alfred, he's not gonna kill him, but like he was choking him out. I'm like, oh my, okay, wait a minute. Alfred, then your life is definitely in danger. Him putting his fingers in Bruce's mouth, I was like, yeah, it's kind of creepy, Arthur. We thought it was his brother, you know. I knew. One thing I knew was like Thomas Wayne. I'm like, Thomas Wayne, this is your father, bro. Bro. I'm like, it might have had something, but like, bro, that's not your dad, my G. I knew that, but like the way they portrayed Thomas Wayne, like Thomas Wayne called all those people, lower class citizens, like clowns. And I get that he didn't mean it the way they took it, but at the same time, he never came out and like tried to apologize or like try to like make people understand what he meant. He just like, oh well. I know he's trying to help him, but at the same time, it's like, dude, like you have to like try to understand people. You know what I'm saying? And how you would think, how would you feel if like somebody talked to you like that? And like he never did that. It's just, and I just have to go to like my favorite part of the movie. Well, can't say my favorite part of the movie because I remember everything about it. I don't remember everything that was said. I can't remember it word for word, but like when he goes on the Murray show, and I didn't even catch this when Murray was the person who called him Joker first. You're like, hey, you remember? He's like, when you bring me out, can you call me Joker? Yeah, and can you bring me out as Joker? And why? Because like, you remember you the first person called me a Joker. It's like, oh, I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker don't remember, don't forget nothing. I said, oh, I knew Murray was dead. I was harkening back to like The Dark Knight Returns, where like he comes out and he kills everybody in there. But I said, this is not that Joker. That Joker was that's a very, very different Joker. But this one, he just got this gun. He doesn't have all this stuff. He don't have all that toxic laughing gas and all that shit. You don't have all that. He just has this revolver. I'm like, he's definitely killing Murray, and But when he gives his like this speech or whatever, but before that, when he walks out and he kisses the lady, I was like, this is the guy. And he kisses her, he sits down, and he just looks. Doesn't really say anything. Murray steady talking shit. He was talking shit before he walked out the crowd. I'm like, okay, you don't get it. But the moment that the mic drop, really, before all the other mic drops, because it's like he mic dropped it, it's like, oh my God. Then he picked the mic back up and do some more shit, like, oh my God. Then he picked the mic up and do some more shit, like, oh my God. It was like, but the mic drop shit for me was like when he said he killed those 3 guys on the subway. And he was so poised about it. He's like, you think that's funny? Yeah. But he's like, yeah, like comedy is subjective. Like who judges what's funny or not? You who says what's funny and what's not? You? It's like, no. I'm like, that's true. And that's how I think about like the world. Like how can you tell me something's not funny? And then he starts going in on like what the society thinks, like how people just step over other people. I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's exactly what they do. And like I get how people think, oh, this can inspire people to think like that, but at the same time, but it inspires different things. It inspires conversation about these things that you were talking about, but don't nobody want to talk about those things, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to ignore that part. You want to just talk about the negatives. That's what people usually do. When he's getting into the stuff about nobody's talking anymore, everybody's just screaming, and I said, yeah. That's what everybody's doing. Nobody's like, it's just like a shouting contest. Who can scream the loudest? And then he told the joke, what do you get when society kicks down a man? He's like, yeah, what you deserve. Boom, and he shoots him in the head. And my favorite shot, I just keep saying favorite, but like I guess I got a bunch of favorites, is when you're looking through the camera and you see him on the show. And he's just sitting in his chair while Murray's dead beside him. He's just sitting like, and then he gets up. Oh, this was so jokerish. When he shoots him 2 more times, then he dropped the guns like, ah. And remember, folks, that's life. I was like, yes. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. And you think he can't get any more epic. You can't get any. He's like, oh my God, he just gave us some classic shit. It ain't gonna get him more classic. It ain't gonna get him more excellent than that. And then you see him in the back of the cop car. I said, oh. And you see the flames on the window of the cop car. I said, yo. And then you see the city's on fire. And he just laughed. He's like, look what you did, freak. Isn't it beautiful? I think okay, can't get more epic than that. That's enough. That's enough, movie. Just hit the credits, man. You've done enough. You've done enough. You surpassed expectations. You pulled it off. And then he gets hit. Then the cop car gets hit. And the guys drag him out. And they just wait. Everybody around. Because that's one thing Joker's great at. He's great at getting people to follow him. That has never been a problem for the Joker. No matter. Everybody knows this guy is completely insane. Everybody knows this. Yet they have always followed him. Always. He's never short of henchman. He beat the shit out of Harley Quinn. She keeps coming back. It doesn't matter what this guy does to people. He's always able to find people who are going to follow him. And this moment where everybody's around, they just sat around and waited for him to wake up. Then nobody go over there shaking on him. Then nobody do nothing to him. They just waited for him to wake up. And he felt the blood, and then he put the smile. I said, God damn it, boy, you the man. You is the man. It's just him killing the therapist at the end, walking out with them red bottoms on his feet. That was perfect as well. And she's like, what's funny? And like, you wouldn't get it. You see the shot of Bruce Wayne standing in front of his parents. This was one hell of a movie, people. I absolutely love this movie. I'm not lying to you. We can talk about this movie all day. Anything y'all say in the comments, let's get the conversation started. Because, like I said, I get this movie A+, 5 stars, 10 out of 10, whatever you want to give it. I thought it was perfect. I legit thought it was perfect. I did think they could have done different, but the way they did aren't better than the way I thought. Like, hey, you could have did this. Now, the way I'm thinking of it was no better. I'm telling you, my only thing was like, I want him to become the Joker like an hour into the movie and be doing Joker shit. He became the Joker like maybe 30 minutes before the movie ended. And it worked. The cops chasing him dancing when they got caught and get took down on the subway. All of that, bruh. This movie says so much. But my problem with, I ain't gonna say the world, but like people, they only picking out one thing that's probably not the best thing you could talk about. It addresses so much, and people don't want to talk about that other stuff that they talk about. That it addressed, that we can have a real conversation about. That's the real conversation, like the separation between classism and all that shit. They don't want to talk about that shit. They just want to talk about, hey man, this is gonna invoke violence. Come on, man. But you guys, let me know. Let's talk spoilers. Give me whatever you got down in the spoiler. In the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, man. I'll catch up with you guys later, bro. Peace out.